Even though Miley Cyrus has released music continuously over the last few years, something about Flowers feels like a true comeback single. Miley in this song is everywhere, in a way that the public hasn't seen in a very long time. That largely has to do with Miley Cyrus officially leaving RCA Records to sign with Columbia Records, and finally getting the push that she and her fans seem to have been wanting for her last few records. Miley did indeed express some discontent with the way her last album, Plastic Hearts, was mishandled and released. It didn't feel like baseless fan theories where a song just doesn't do well and doesn't connect and fans place the blame on the label. There seem to be real issues here, because the album wasn't available to purchase at retailers, which for an artist and name as big as Miley Cyrus is a real slight. Miley released a statement addressing her fans' frustration, saying, "My fans are everything to me, and to know y'all are disappointed when going out to stores, calling, checking stock to be let down, I am equally if not more frustrated. When choosing 11/27, the suggested date in all caps, for album release, my team and I were never told major retailers don't stock physical albums on Black Friday, and wouldn't get copies of PH until a few weeks after release. The packaging of the record is intimate, honest, and a visual reflection of the sound of my new record that I am so proud of. It was created by me personally at home, making art for you. I want it in your hands." She concluded, "I've outgrown blame. It's a waste of time and energy. This album was a labor of love and nothing can sabotage my admiration for the record my collaborators and I have created." She was literally suggested a date for her album release that would directly go against her benefit. And for those of you in tune with social media and especially the music side and what's going viral and so on, you would know that Miley had a ton of momentum for the Plastic Hearts album and direction, particularly her covers of well-established classics, like Heart of Glass, which even prompted a positive response from music legend Debbie Harry, frontwoman of Blondie, as well as her cover of Zombie by the Cranberries, which the remaining members sent out positive feedback to her as well. Then you have her song Midnight Sky, which was a moderate hit and tie-in with Stevie Nicks, even leading to a remix with her. And the second single, Prisoner, alongside Dua Lipa, didn't seem to catch fire in the same way. On paper, all these things seem like a perfect setup for a huge commercial album, but given Miley's public statement, it became clear that there didn't seem to be a real promotional effort from her label, and the album kind of slipped under the radar, which I think is a shame because at the time of this video, I think Plastic Hearts stands as Miley's best album and career work by far. It's not perfect, but it is her most consistent. She sounds comfortable in the pop rock space, she sounds confident, and there are just some really killer tracks on the album. And to me, it is the album and progression I feel Miley needed at this point in her career. It's a pretty tasteful record, and I would have loved to see her grow and evolve into that sound. It felt like her golden spot and her least contrived effort yet. So I was a little taken aback when her single Flowers didn't follow that direction, because it seemed to be a direction that Miley really enjoyed and championed on. But also being that she is Miley, some type of stylistic change is expected at this point. Flowers is an on-trend embrace of 70s disco, and while I do feel like it's a catchy song, I also think it's kind of tame. It also kind of reminds me of a sequel to her former hit Malibu, and they're both listenable and catchy songs, but they aren't as demanding as Wrecking Ball or Midnight Sky, for example. But Flowers does sound like a hit. It sounds like one of those songs that have the intention of being played everywhere. It's just very agreeable. And it certainly has become a hit. In fact, Miley's first #1 hit in a decade. This song really took off in a big way, and has received a lot of promotion, which I arguably haven't seen this level of promotion from Miley since her Disney days. So her new label is going all out. Only if her last album could have gotten this same promotional campaign, imagine. Flowers broke numerous streaming records, it debuted at #1, it's #1 all around the globe, and at this point it is set to be one of the biggest songs of Miley's career. And kudos to her. Miley has had her ups and downs artistically and commercially for the past decade. She's also had some trouble with her label, but she has sustained longevity, and it's remarkable that she's able to come back in such a strong and big way again. Now, the narrative of this song has been driving a ton of attention to it, and seems to be something people on social media have really taken notice to. It's been a trending topic since the song's release. Many people have made the Hemsworth connection, which Miley is no stranger to talking about in her music. Her and Liam were married, they had a bit of an off and on situation. There are moments and allegations that Miley kind of toned herself down to try to please Liam. There's videos of them on the red carpet and he seems very annoyed by her even when she's just playing around or joking. The song has also drawn comparisons to When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars, which is supposedly a favorite of Liam's. Now it's not really sonically similar to When I Was Your Man, nor are there a lot of melodic overlaps. However, there are a lot of lyrical overlaps to the point that it almost feels like a response to When I Was Your Man. The lyrics from Bruno's famed song reads, "I hope he buys you flowers, I hope he holds your hand, gives you all his hours when he has the chance, take you to every party, cause I remember how much you love to dance, do all the things I should have done when I was your man." Meanwhile, Miley's lyrics state, "I can buy myself flowers, write my name in the sand, talk to myself for hours, say things you don't understand. I can take myself dancing and I can hold my own hand. Yeah, I can love me better than you can." Simple enough, but clear parallels with Bruno's song, which once again is said to be a favorite of her ex-husband, Liam Hemsworth. Miley doesn't sound vengeful like a Midnight Sky, she sounds more relaxed. I hope the album that follows isn't as sanitized sonically and lyrically as Flowers, and it's going to be interesting to see where Miley takes her upcoming album. Will it be a cultivation of different genres, or straight up disco? Flowers more than anything feels like a vessel to get Miley back into mainstay rotation, on pop radio and re-establishing her identity. And it's worked. It's a true commercial triumph in Miley's career, and hopefully the album that follows it proves to be worth it.